Well, after a very high decibel campaign, voters are casting their ballot for the fourth phase of Bihar elections. Votes are being cast in 55 constituencies, making it the largest of the 5 phases of polling. Over 52.42% turnout has been recorded till 3 p.m. Stakes are particularly high for the BJP, which has won the maximum amount of seats currently going to polls in alliance with its erstwhile partner, the JDU. A total of 1.4 crore people will be casting their vote for 776 candidates, of which 57 are women. All right, a quick look at the criminal records that appear to be a common factor amongst several candidates in the Bihar Phase 4 polling fray. 253 candidates have faced criminal cases in their lives. Out of these, 201 face serious criminal charges. We're putting the numbers out there. Meanwhile, 16 candidates have a murder case against them, while 60 Bihar Assembly hopefuls face the charge of attempt to murder, and 13 candidates are in the dock for cases related to crimes against women. 14 candidates have dacoity and robbery cases against them as well. All right, what we are going to do is cut across to India Today correspondents who are spread across these constituencies, reporting live from the morning. I want to cut across to Rohit Singh, who joins us from Betiha, Manogya live from Sitamarhi, and Ankit is with us from Siwan. Manogya, let me come to you first from Sitamarhi. Will you give us details on what has been the polling percentage since the morning?
Well, it's just crossed 50%, and if I could tell you that I'm at a voting booth where we've seen a high number of polling, it has been a high voltage campaign, but as far as the polling goes, well, it has been a day where we've seen 50% plus polling during the day, but that does not suffice for the numbers that was expected by the Election Commission. Precisely also understanding that it's not just about the polling that has taken place. There has been reports of vote boycott also that's coming in from Runi Saidpur, block number 54, there in Boina village. Now, this interestingly has been a penultimate charge against the administration, that they did shift the polling booth from one place to the other, after which the villagers started protesting. Not stopping at that, there has been complaint of polling coming in from Chewhar also. Now, this also means that there has been problem there also, because the SSB initially had resorted to lathi charge early in the morning, after which we saw that during the day there was a lot of ruckus there. The district magistrate had to rush to the spot. He did manage things, and the polling is expected to continue there till 8 p.m. in the evening, despite it stopping at 3 o'clock, because that is a Naxal-infested region. Now, these 3 constituencies are Naxal-infested. However, there is, of course, a very crucial battle this time, because all is at stake for the NDA government herein. For the NDA, I would say, not the government, but the NDA entire administration, and of course for the Mahagathbandhan, it is one of the toughest fights, not only because of the large number of seats, but also the large number of seats that they've held in the past.
All right, let's cut across to Ankit there, Manogya. Stay on with me. You know, Ankit, just the sheer figures in terms of the candidates who are in the fray, in terms of the voters who are there, in terms of constituencies. You know, that number is not quite lost on anyone. Fairly important phase. And why is it so important for the NDA, Ankit?
You know, the most important thing for the NDA, as far as this phase goes, is that last time when they were in alliance with the JDU, they got about 26 seats out of the 55, and 25 were held by JDU. So it was a very important, crucial phase last time, and this time when the alliance has broken, there are pockets where NDA is expecting to do well. I am in Siwan, and there are 8 constituencies, assembly constituencies here. Out of the 8 last time, it was BJP held 6 of those constituencies, 2 were held by the JDU. But this time there is a little bit of infighting. A former MLA has not been given ticket by the BJP. On the other hand, the JDU also struggling with certain, people, those who certain rebels, if I may call them, those who are fighting as independents. But a very, very crucial phase, because as most of the pundits would tell you, third phase BJP was expecting to do well, not as good as possibly they would have expected. If they are able to take lead in this phase, possibly they would be able to give a fight, because last phase is more or less majority of the seats come that are from the Mahagathbandhan. As far as Siwan is concerned, Preeti, so far 49% vote have been polled. The voters have come out in huge numbers everywhere we have seen there have been women voters with extra enthusiasm from cutting across caste and religion and economic strata that they have come out and voted. Last few voters here where I am standing in Siwan, it's the last hour, last push in fact, but most voters did make the use of the early morning and throughout the day to come out and vote. Last time it was 52% in Siwan, and this time we are expecting it to go higher than that. But one thing, if I may very quickly tell you, you were talking about the criminal antecedents of the candidates, and when you speak about Siwan, one person whose shadow lingers around despite him being in jail for the last 11 years is Mohammad Shahabuddin, and people still say it is he who is ruling the writ as far as the candidates goes, and no matter which side wins, Shahabuddin is there to gain. So a crucial phase. Many are expecting a very tough fight on the 8 seats in Siwan where I'm standing.
Well, the dynamics of Bihar elections continue. Rohit, there have been reports. Manogia pointed out on issues that have taken place in the 4th phase from the morning. In Siwan alone, there were malfunctioning EVMs. Jugal from Motihari is also reporting, certain strife where certain booths are concerned. I believe there have been a few cases where you're reporting from as well, where especially voters have come with bona fide identity voter cards but have not found their name on the list.
Well, absolutely. There have been some voters who have come here to cast their mandate, but they could not do so, and they had to go back to their house because they had the voter I card, but their names were not figuring in the voter list. So they were struggling to find their names in the voter list. They were running from here and there, appealing to the media also to help, but obviously we could not also do anything about that. But they were really complaining that they could not cast their vote. But I have a family of 4 persons here, a mother and 3 daughters of her, and they have just come short while back, and all of them have cast their mandate. They have been lucky to do so. But we'll talk to them. आप लोग इतनी लेट क्यों? पहले सबसे पहले ये बताइए, इतनी देर से क्यों?
हम लोग सोचे हैं लोग कि पूरा ये आराम से आकर देंगे लोग, और मतलब अच्छा से वोट देंगे लोग, पूरा खुशी से आए हैं लोग और देने के लिए आए।
आप लोग तीनों बहनों ने वोट किया है क्या?
जी तीनों।
आप लोगों ने पहली बार कौन वोट कर रहा है आप लोगों में?
पहली बार तो हम ही किए हैं।
आप किए हैं?
जी।
और आप बताइए, आप तो आपकी तीनों बेटियां हैं, आपने भी वोट किया है?
जी।
तो कैसा लगा? मतलब आप लोगों ने तीनों बेटियों ने पहली बार वोट किया है आप लोगों?
अच्छा लगा है।
अच्छा लगा। बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग भी हैं जिनको वोट करने का मौका नहीं मिलता है। आपको लगता है उनके लिए गलत हुआ है सर?
नहीं, सही।
आप क्या खुश है? आपने भी वोट किया है?
जी, बहुत खुश है।
क्या लगता है जरूरी है वोट करना आप लोगों को?
बिल्कुल बहुत जरूरी है, और हम लोग तो बहुत ये वोटर लिस्ट की वजह से हम लोग को नहीं मिला था, तो हम लोग सोच रहे थे लोग कि मिसयूज हो जा रहा था, तो हम लोग सोच रहे थे लोग कि हम लोग मतलब ये आइडेंटिटी कार्ड मिल जाता तो हम लोग भी वोट देते लोग, तो प्राउड फील करते।
आखिरकार वोट दिया आप सभी लोग?
जी बहुत।
Well, that's a lucky family here, Preeti, a mother and 3 daughters. They have been late though. Right. They've come to cast their vote at 4 this afternoon, but they were lucky that they had the I card and also their names figured in the voter list, and they have cast their mandate.
All right, appreciate you joining us. Rohit, Ankit and Manogia, we're going to come right back to you in about an hour. We've got an hour to go till the 4th phase of polling comes to an end. Trust us to go back to our reporters with the figures there.